Hey guys, this is Callous for the Pokemon Online YouTube channel, here to bring you another OU Advanced battle. This one, like the last one that I uploaded, is actually going to be myself playing. I'm going to narrate in first-person point of view. I don't really keep logs, and I definitely need to start doing that because I'm getting into this whole narration thing, but again, this is going to be his log, therefore I'm going to be on the top and he's going to be on the bottom. This is actually a gym battle. I didn't want to show my own teams because it is a gym battle and it's going to be on YouTube, so if my team looks familiar, it is M Dragon's team, so all credit goes to him. This team was featured in the M Dragon versus Tama Battle of the Week that I narrated a little while ago. Anyway, my opponent for this gym match, this is actually his second challenge. Our first games were incredible. We had a 3-game set the first time that we played. All 3 games ended 1-0, and they were just really, really wild games. This guy's very, very good, pushed me to my limit. The games could have gone really either way. Anyway, the opponent is LizardMan, who's going to be on the bottom. I'm going to be on the top, and let's get to the battle. So, I'm actually going to lead Zapdos, because again, this is M-Dragon's team. I know I want no part of Aerodactyl. I definitely am afraid of Rock Slide. Going to get out of there. He, again, is already one step ahead of me, probably anticipating a physical wall, such as Skarmory goes to Magneton. That was good on his part. I opted to go to Claydol instead. I got an Earthquake. He's going to go to Swampert, which doesn't do much of anything. I don't have a great Swampert answer. Regice is the best that the team has, so we're going to go with it. He shows me Hydro Pump, which is a little unusual. That's my first indication that his team might be a little more offensive than the norm. The second one is right here. I'm going to Ice Beam. He switches into Snorlax. He does not gain leftovers. I respect my opponent that he's good enough to not be Resto Chesto, but I guess it is possible. Return on Suicune does not normally do 44%, and at this point I am completely convinced that he is Choice Band. So, knowing that he's stuck on return, I'm going to go to Dusclops. I'm, of course, going to be immune. I'm going to try to get the Will-O-Wisp on the switch, and I'm going to get lucky and it's going to hit. It's not as big of a deal on Swampert. A lot of them carry Rest, but maybe because it's offensive and has Hydro Pump, maybe it's not a Rest set. We'll see how it plays out. He goes back to Snorlax, and I'm going to be on Coon. This is going to force me out again. This is not a good fight, so another great switch on his part. I'm going to go to Skarm to wall the Snorlax, and he makes a triple switch to Magneton. That was an unbelievably pro-level play. Definitely credit where it's due. I'm now significantly behind, losing Skarmory early thanks to his very, very brilliant switch. He's going to sub up. I'm going to go for Ice Beam, predicting a switch. Here he is again, out-predicting and outplaying me. Knows exactly what I'm going to do. Goes with Toxic. Claydol's badly poisoned. I'm going to break his sub, but the damage has definitely been done. At this point, I feel like I am very, very behind, especially when he brings in Swampert to Claydol. I'm going to Earthquake, and I'm convinced that he's going to rest here, and I feel like he is absolutely crushing me. I feel like I've done almost nothing to him, and I have a Poison Claydol and a down Skarmory. Fortunately for me, this one does not have rest, apparently. I think he definitely would have done it there. Goes for Hydro Pump. I get Coon in. I'm going to try to set up Coon because I was predicting his Swampert going to sleep. It's not what ended up happening, but Calm Mind again, predicting that he would have rested there. I'm now completely convinced that he does not have it because I feel like he would have done it. I'm going to predict the return, go to Dusclops again. He does go for that, so I'm going to get a lucky break there. Wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that he did something else, but I needed to make a play there. I'm going to Shadow Ball on the switch. I didn't want to waste the Will-O-Wisp if he goes to Swampert again. I mean, if he has rest, he's going to do it right now, 100%. And he doesn't go with it, so he definitely doesn't have it. Suicune is going to take a little more than I would like it to, 24% from Hydro Pump, but I don't feel too threatened. I'm not going to even give him the chance to maybe fool around with Protect or Rest or anything. I'm just going to go straight for the serve. Here's the Snorlax, which has been really giving me a hard time. I'm going to go to Dusclops, but this time he catches on, goes with the Shadow Ball. It's going to do quite a nice number. 78%. I have absolutely no chance to live, no matter what. I'm going to have to get out of there, and I don't really have anything that wants to take a Shadow Ball. He's going to go for the double switch. Not quite sure why he did that. I guess he hadn't seen everything that I had. So he's going to go for the sub. I'm not going to allow this. I know that Ice Beam will break the sub, and I know that I'm not too threatened by Magneton. So I feel like I have a little bit of tempo coming back, but I definitely feel like I'm losing. My Regice cannot do much of anything to Snorlax. Going to do a mere 9%, which implies to me that he has thick fat. I'm going to go to Zapdos, because I know that it's bulky enough to take whatever he's going to do. I get a lucky break there. He happens to go for Earthquake because it's neutral coverage on the other two Pokemon. I'm going to Thunderbolt because I haven't seen a ground Pokemon other than the down Swampert, so there's really no reason not to. He's going to Toxic me on the way out, which is a fair trade. Those of you who watched the M-Dragon versus Tama video are aware that this Zapdos does have Rest, so I feel like that was not a big deal. I can rest it off if I need to. But I am badly poisoned and it's starting to tick away. I'm going to go for the rest right here. That'll allow me to scout out what the Choice Band is going to go with. I decides on Shadow Ball, which I think is the correct decision. It's going to do a lot more to me than I want. Regice has a good amount of defense, doesn't really care about it. Bring it in, and wow, I was surprised. It does 36%. So now I know that I'm going to have a problem with the Snorlax. I'm going to catch a lucky break on Thunderbolt, which I've determined because of Thick Fat is going to do more damage to him than Ice Beam would. We're going back blow for blow here. I know I don't win this fight, and I'm really not thrilled about it, but I don't have anything that wants to switch in. Dusclops would go down, Zapdos would fight a losing fight, Suicune would not take it well. I don't have any good switches here. So I try to whittle it down as much as I can. I get the Snorlax down to 20%, and I'm forced to sacrifice Regice. I really thought that he was going to switch here, which would have been a problem. But I guess he doesn't have leftovers or Wish, so he doesn't really have any way to restore the lack, so he does let it go down. With this Metagross, I'm not really sure if it's Choice Banded or what. It wouldn't surprise me, because we've already seen Choice Pokes, but again, I feel like I don't have any good switches, so I do the play that I feel I have to make. Don't feel like I have any other choices. So I go with Calm Mind because I know that I have a shot to 2-hit KO with Surf after that. He's just Earthquaking me. He shows that he's got leftovers and he's not Choice Banded. I get a crit right there. Not sure if it mattered. The first one did 53. The second one did 52. He shows Arrow. It's going to be a little tight. I, again, feel like I don't have any good switches and I don't want to waste Suicune, so I just go with the Surf after he double edges. And I'm actually going to pause the game right here. This was definitely the most important point in the game. I had not seen the last Pokemon yet. It turns out to be Salamence. You guys aren't going to see it because the moment I hit play, it's going to go straight to the next move. But I paused for a good 3 to 4 minutes to think about this. I really went into the tank and thought about every possible option. Is it Choice Banded? Is it Dragon Dance? Is it an Elements? I really thought about it all. The Claydol does have Ice Beam, but I did not put in many special attack EVs, if any at all. So I am not convinced the Ice Beam will kill the Salamence. So my thought process was the absolute worst thing that could happen is it is a Dragon Dance Salamence. If I stay in and Surf and Dragon Dances, that's probably bad. If I go to Claydol and he Dragon Dances, I will die. Remember, Claydol is badly poisoned. So what's going to happen is he will hit me with Hidden Power Flying. I'll Ice Beam it, and he'll live. And then he will kill me with Hidden Power Flying and proceed to sweep the rest of the team. If it's an Elements, I don't really care, because it's not going to be able to finish Claydol. And if it's a Choice Bandments, it depends on the move that it picks. I may or may not be able to live, but I'm probably in trouble anyway. So if you take all of that in, I decided that I just had to stay in, go with the Surf, and scout what it was going to do. I felt like I was dead anyway under other circumstances, and I just had to make a play. So this is what ends up happening. So as I said, I'm going to stay in. I get the result that I don't want. He goes with Dragon Dance, and all of a sudden I feel like I've got a problem. Maybe Surf will do a lot. It doesn't. It does a mere 26%. He's up to 80 after leftovers. He's going to be able to triple dance, and it's too late for me to switch now, and I've got a problem. This Suicune does not have Ice Beam. This is my last chance. I'm going to need a crit this turn, or the game is over. There's the third dance, which is going to put me virtually dead. Crit now or never. That's not the way I want to win. I do get the crit. Sometimes it is definitely better to be lucky than good. Tell you the truth, I feel like he outplayed me this game. I feel like I played reasonably well, but I think he played better. This guy is very, very good. The crit was obviously lucky. I will be the first person to tell you, had the crit not happened, I would have lost this game. But I do hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, please use the like button, subscribe to the Pokemon Online YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.